Hello everyone, my name is Jacqueline. I'm on the MakeCode team, and these are my lovely monsters. What are your names? Sorry. Angels.
My name's Sage.
My name's Cyan.
That's right, and welcome to another episode of MakeCode in the Kitchen, where every week we're making and coding right here in our kitchen projects that you can also do with your kids while everyone's sort of stuck indoors for this coronavirus. So remind me again, you guys, what did we make last week?
We made Pokemon.
That's right. We made some Pokemon characters. Which characters are these?
This is Solgaleo.
Lunala.
Yeah, and we coded them using IR, right? So that they could do battle with each other.
Infrared sensor.
Yep, using the infrared sensor. So what are we going to do this week, you guys?
We are going to do nightlights.
These Easter egg themed nightlights. Since it is Easter this weekend, we thought we would do... Yes, it is. Yeah, the Easter Bunny's coming. We thought we would do some sort of Easter themed project. And this is a nice one. These beautiful little Easter eggs you can just put in your room, and they glow softly, right? So we're going to be making these this week. So for those of you who may be new to this show, what are we using?
We're using a microbit, which
No.
is,
You got to talk to the camera, buddy.
we're using a circuit playground.
That's right. This is a Circuit Playground Express, right? What is
Yeah.
a Circuit Playground Express?
Mini computer.
It's a mini. You can think of it as a mini computer.
And it has buttons A and B.
That's right. It has two buttons on it, A and a B button.
It also has an infrared sensor.
It does. Yeah, we used that for the Pokemon project last week, didn't we?
Yep. It also has a reset button.
It has a reset button right in the middle. What else does it have on it that we're going to be
memory.
using? It has memory. That's true. It has a processor.
Lights.
That's right. So for this project this week, we're going to be primarily using the beautiful multicolored NeoPixel lights on the Circuit Playground Express. So you can get these online from adafruit.com. They come in this base kit here with the board, a battery pack, and also a USB cable. And it's about $30 to pick up one of these Circuit Playground Express base kits. All right, so to get started, just a warning to parents, first of all, this project takes 2 days to complete, and I would highly recommend you do part of the project either outside or in your garage, since it can get a bit messy. So, what are some of the materials we need to do the project?
So first you need a balloon.
Yeah? Any balloon will do?
Yeah. So
As long as it's not broken.
once you blow it up
Okay, yeah.
and you tie
and
it.
then you also need.
Let him finish his thought. What are you going to say?
Once you blow it up and tie it,
Yeah, what size should you blow it up to?
you should blow it up to about this size.
Yeah, that's a pretty good size for your Easter egg.
So, you can tie it if you're a kid who doesn't know how to tie it. You could ask your parent or a guardian to tie this.
To help you tie the knot in the balloon. That's right. Yeah. So you need balloon. You need glue. You need a big thing of like just white glue is good.
You need some tissue paper.
Yep. Some tissue paper. Just white tissue paper will work.
Well, you could use like pink.
You could use like pastel colored tissue paper. We didn't have any. We just used white. And
We
then,
also use pink.
Yes, true. Cyan used some pink. And you need what? Some construction paper, some colored construction paper for the base. Maybe some cups to sit your balloons on to dry. And then some tape and scissors. And then Cyan, what do you need to decorate your egg?
Anything you can get your hands on, pretty much.
Yeah, like can you give us some examples?
Like jewels, glitter,
Pipe cleaners.
pipe cleaners,
Maybe like just colored markers or like watercolors.
construction paper.
Yep. pretty much sky's the limit in terms of decorating these eggs, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So the first thing you need to do is blow up your balloon, as Sage mentioned. And then I would go outside or in your garage to do this part. You're going to mix a sort of paper mache paste using glue, 2 parts glue and 1 part water. And you're going to mix it all up and then use a tray, like an old baking tray that you don't care about, or a disposable tray to put that paper mache paste in. And then you're going to rip off pieces of this tissue paper. Just rip off pieces, dip it in the glue mixture, and then lay it on your balloon just like so. So, yeah, you want to explain?
And once you're done, it's gonna look like this.
That's right. Yeah. How many layers of tissue paper approximately should we put on it?
Like 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3 layers of the tissue paper dipped in the glue, and then let that dry overnight. And again, you can let it dry on a cup or something, or hang it up on a clothesline. Then the next day, once it's dry, what do?
Pop the balloon.
That's right. So can you show us?
Okay.
Oh, this one. That's right.
So once the balloon pops, then it'll kind of start deflating, and so you can kind of like take the balloon.
Very gently.
Gently take the balloon out.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then what do?
And then you kind of
Use
take
some
out,
scissors, right?
Yeah, and take out the bottom.
Yeah. So mark a line for the base of your Easter egg, and then cut around that line to make sure that it's flat. And then you can decorate it. You can decorate it all sorts of different things. So this is Sage's, and he put pipe cleaners all around his nightlight like this. You want to show yours? No? Okay. This is Andrea. So this is a very Easter-y nightlight. So as you can see, she put ribbons and pom-poms, all sorts of fun stuff all around it. And then once you're done with your egg part, then you want to create the base for your Circuit Playground Express. And to do that, you'll use a piece of construction paper. And you want to put the egg on top of the construction paper. You want to show that?
Still finishing cutting this.
You're still finishing cutting it? You're going to lay it on top and then draw around about the size of the bottom of your egg. Once you've cut out the base, make a small hole in here, just a small little hole here, and you're going to fit your Circuit Playground Express on one side. So just use a piece of double-sided tape like this, and you're going to loop it around. You're going to stick it on the back of your Circuit Playground Express, and then put it onto your base here, just like this. Then you're going to take your battery pack. Excellent. Take your battery pack, stick it on the other side, and then thread the battery cable through that little hole that you cut. And then attach it to your Circuit Playground Express. Okay, just like this. So this will be this will be the base of your Easter egg here. And that's how your nightlight is going to glow. But don't attach the base just yet, because you know what time it is?
Time to go! Code, code, code.
That's right. It's time to code our nightlights. So, take your Circuit Playground Express and the USB cable. You're going to plug the big end of the USB cable into your computer, and you're going to plug the small end into your Circuit Playground Express. All right. And then, Cyan, you want to push up here so we can do the coding? Go ahead and go to MakeCode.com at this page, and then what do, Cyan?
Adafruit Circuit Playground Express.
That's right. Click on the Circuit Playground Express, And then you'll get to this page. Now we're gonna go find the nightlight tutorial here. So this one right here, yep, nightlight. And we're gonna go through this tutorial. So let's click Start Tutorial. Okay, let's follow the instructions here. So it says drag the Set All Pixels block into the Forever loop to set a new color on the LEDs. So open up the light toolbox drawer. Yep, Set All Pixels. Drop it into the Forever loop. Yep. Okay. And next. Now drag a for loop to repeat code 256 times. Okay, let's talk a little bit about loops. What is a loop, Cyan? Do you know? Can you tell us?
A loop is basically something that makes a code repeat itself instead of if you wanted to turn right like 5 times, instead of going right, you can do a loop which will be like when
for like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, do
turn
this.
Right. Okay.
Turn right.
I see.
Then you can only do it
You don't have to write it
Yeah.
like 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any loops in real life that you can think of? Like an example of like things we do in our everyday life that's kind of like multiplication. Like when you have to do it over and over again. Yeah. Or I was thinking about like knitting.
Yeah.
You know how you knit?
You have to do the same thing over.
Yeah, same stitch over and over again. Yep.
Over and over.
So that's what a loop is like in computer science. Now it's telling us that we have to repeat this code. We have to go from 0 to 255 as the number of loops. Now, why do you think we have to do that? Do you know? I'll give you a hint. Something about this brightness block.
Oh, because the max brightness is 255, so it goes from the because we want it to go to the brightest and then fade and then bright and then fade.
That's right. So set brightness takes a value from 0 to 255. So I don't have an on start here, but so basically when it's 255, that's the brightest bright it can be. And you can see in the simulator it's super bright, right? And when it's at 0, what do you think that is?
Off.
That's completely off. Yep, there's no lights at all. And so we can also see that here in our simulator, the lights are completely off. So that's why it's asking us to do it 255 times, 0 to 255. So let's go, what do you want to put in there? Excellent. All right, next. Drag a set brightness block and place the index block from the variables drawer into the slot. Okay, you want to?
All right, so light, set brightness, and then we're gonna put
it inside the loop, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
then we're gonna get that index block, which is a variable here. Yep.
And put it in.
And put it. No, I think we're gonna put it inside the brightness because whatever. So index is gonna go from 0 to 255. And then it's going to set each brightness. And what we can do is we can click this little snail slow-mo mode to actually see what our code is doing. So here it's setting the brightness 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 255, right?
Yep.
It's just doing that over and over again. So, okay, great. Next thing we want to do, drag a pause block to slow down the animation. Okay, so you want to open up the loops toolbox category?
And then pause.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Right under after set brightness. Yep. And it's saying 20 milliseconds.
Yep, 20.
So type in 20. Okay. So that way it kind of will slow down each time it sets the brightness. And then the next, okay, then that's it. Oh no, we're not quite done yet. Let's go ahead and finish this before we download. All right, what does it say? Duplicate the for loop under the original for loop. So do you know how to duplicate in MakeCode? What you do is you right click on a block.
And you press duplicate.
And you select duplicate, exactly. And then it just makes a copy of whatever you clicked on. So we're gonna duplicate this and then we're gonna place it under the for loop. Now what does it say? Using a math block, change the index to 255 minus the index. Okay, so instead of this index, we're gonna use a math block to get a minus, right? So you wanna find a minus. And drop it, yep. And then we want 255, right? Because that's the maximum.
Yep.
And then minus the index. Okay. Can you tell me what this does? Do you know? Okay. So basically it's saying instead of going up, like in this for loop, we went up.
Oh, it's going down.
It's going down. That's right. So, so for example, if I were to run this in slow-mo, so now it's going 255 minus the index, right? So it's getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. Whereas this for loop was getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. So that's what it was doing. All right, so this for loop, it goes from 0 to 255 and it starts dark and it goes until it's bright. And this for loop, it actually starts the brightest and then gets dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. All right. And then we're done.
So we click download.
Yeah, so now let's click download. So if you plug in your Circuit Playground Express and it does not have all the lights green, what should you do?
You press the restart button.
That's right. You press and release this reset button right in the middle of the board until all the lights turn green, and then it shows up as a USB drive on your computer. And then what do you do, Cyan?
And then you press the download button.
That's right. And what happens when you press the download button?
It'll save it into in a file, and then you drag it in, and then you have to drag it into C Play Boot.
That's right. So you'll see it saved it in my downloads folder here. And then I drag and drop this into the C Play Boot drive, which is my Circuit Playground Express drive. And then it's copying over, and this is our nightlight.
Yay!
Yay! So we've completed that code. Now you want to see something that's a little bit more advanced in terms of coding? No, you don't. Humor me. So right now our program, we have to pick a color, right? We have to pick either red or orange or yellow, whatever color we want our nightlight. But what if
we turned it different colors in different loops?
Yes. What if we turned it like different colors? So a way to do that is something more advanced using arrays. Now, do you know what an array is?
An array is a set of numbers.
That's right. Yeah, that's pretty close. So you can think of arrays as like a row of mailboxes, all side by side by side by side, where you can like open the door to your mailbox and you've got like different things inside each mailbox. And their addresses go from 0 to whatever the end of the mailbox is. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an array of colors. And I'm going to put this in an on-start block here. And this is going to be my my colors. Okay. And then What should I put in this array, Cyan? Can you tell me?
Whatever you want.
Well, what do you think should go in there if it's a list of colors?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, colors.
Maybe colors, yeah. So I'm just gonna make a bunch of these here.
Duplicate.
Yep.
Duplicate.
And then we're just gonna stick them in our array.
Stick them there. Stick them there. Stick
Yeah.
them there. Stick them there.
And
stick them here. Stick them there. Stick them everywhere.
yeah, let's move this down so you can see. And we'll do like red, orange,
Yellow.
green,
Blue.
and blue. Okay.
What about purple?
Do you want me to do purple too?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So
You must have purple.
must have purple. So it's gonna be a rainbow, right? Okay. And purple. Okay. So this is my array of colors here. And now what I want to do is I want to pull a random color from that array. So to do that, I can look here and see. We want to get the value out of our array. I'm going to drop it here in my set all pixels instead of red. I'm just going to drop it here. And this should be colors. And get value at, we're going to get a value at a random address. So remember I said these were like mailboxes?
Yeah.
So this first mailbox address is 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we go into our math toolbox, we'll find the pick random block. So we're just going to pick a random color from our array. And what should it go from? What's the addresses? 0 to what?
0 to 8.
1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0 to 5. All right. So that way I can just pick a random color each time to like make bright or dark. Yeah. So it picked purple this time. What's it going to pick next time? So once it starts getting dim, we can see if it picks a different color, green. So this is a way that you can kind of choose a different color if you want for your
Red,
nightlight.
orange, yellow, green, blue, purple.
That's right. So, okay. So that was it for our project. Sage, you want to come back here and say bye to everyone? All right. Well, thank you for joining us on this episode of MakeCode in the Kitchen. Thanks for letting us know also about the audio issues. I'm glad we were able to fix it and get everything worked out. And we hope you have a wonderful Easter. If you do end up making these really cool Easter egg nightlights, let us know about it. I hope you enjoy it, and stay tuned for next week when we're going to create, what are we going to create? We don't know yet, but it will be really fun. So thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great Easter.
Bye.
Bye.